gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Today's story comes out of Lynchburg, Virginia, and the title reads, Man Killed in Bedford County, Break-In, Disobeyed Restraining Order, the investigators say. Now, this did happen in November, it says here, of 2021, but I do want to recover this story. It's going to showcase something that I've been talking about regarding being armed in your own home. Before we get into this story, please, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Hit me up on Twitter, and we will dive into this story.
Good to have you with us on this Monday. I'm Mark Spain. The Bedford County Commonwealth's attorney is shedding light on the months leading up to a deadly shooting Friday night in Forest. ABC 13's Madison Donor is live at the sheriff's office with the details. Madison.
According to investigators, Daniel Eads forced his way into his estranged wife's home on Friday and attempted to attack her with a knife. That's when they say another man inside the home saw the attack, grabbed a handgun, and shot Eads several times. Over the last 6 months, Daniel Eads built a criminal record, from allegedly breaking restraining orders to slashing and spray painting his ex-wife's vehicle. Bedford County Commonwealth's attorney Wes Nance says Eads had just been on their radar.
Because he didn't have any prior felony convictions, his charges were just misdemeanors. He had really just started to come to the attention of law enforcement and my office when the tragic events of Friday night took place.
At the time of Eads' death, Nance says he was a fugitive after failing to appear in court last month. Leading up to Friday's incident, Nance says he was concerned about Eads' state of mental health.
In any way, do you think the justice system might have failed Mr. Eads?
The problem is you have to ask for judicial officers, law enforcement, and prosecutors to look into the future. And the only way you can do that are the nature of the present acts and their prior criminal history to get a gauge on what type of risk this person shows. Although Mr. Eads' behavior started to escalate, it still wasn't at the point that a judicial officer, be it a judge or a magistrate, determined that he was an immediate risk to where he should be held without bond.
Nance.
Okay, let's start with this. If we would go back earlier to the story, you were able to see all of this guy's rap sheet. So if I go back here, okay, we were able to see a huge amount of things on this individual. Now, some of them may not have been violent to the portion where what this lawman is talking about, but it definitely is a cause for concern. Now, the woman who, the estranged wife, it looks like somebody else was in the house, shot that man. But here's my question to you guys. If you're in your home, do you keep your weapon very close to you? Do you keep your weapon at an arm's length? Or do you keep your firearm on you? I know this will sound very paranoid. Even myself, I've had to wrestle with this. If I lived in a particularly bad neighborhood, I would put my gun underneath my pillow. It would be around me, on me at all times. She may not live in that particular neighborhood, but she is in a situation where she has an estranged husband coming after her. So should she be armed all the time? I would say yes. I have said it many times. Women cannot fight men. Don't even try. But the equalizer is to have a gun. Let's see what the rest of the story says.
bond when they are charged with a misdemeanor that holds only at most 12 months in jail. But he does wish there was more he could do in reference to mental health help.
I don't think Mr. Eads was to the point that he was incompetent, but my office's interaction with him did draw concerns. If there was treatment that could be court-ordered that's presently not really built into our system, that would be a great way to learn from this and similar instances.
The man who killed Eads has not been charged, and the investigation is still ongoing.
Well, there you guys have it. That man, obviously in the title, obviously from what she just said, did die. He was killed in this incident, and that is unfortunate if he really was suffering from mental health. But guys, if somebody is suffering from something that you can't see, can you report it? Can you pull that individual aside if he's getting erratic? You know, it's very difficult. Very difficult. But I do not support anything like a red flag law, or even when this individual, let's say he had a gun. If he has not been clinically diagnosed, I support his right to keep and bear arms. I know that sounds crazy. Even though he was exhibiting signs of mentally ill. I don't know. It's very tough. As we saw the rap sheet, the magistrate or this law-abiding man or this lawman says, hey, that's still not enough to go and pick him up. If that's not enough, then it's not enough to take his gun. Sad story. Okay, but think about it, guys. You're in your home. What do? Do you keep your firearm on you? If you got a restraining order out on somebody, I think you should keep it on you. Remember, good people have guns. If good men do nothing, there will be no good guys.